are. Okay. Let's see. Close that out. All right. I'm hoping that it's showing that I'm live. Where the heck on that come from? As soon as I get ready to start cooking dinner or prepping for dinner, a gnat shows up. All right, somebody is there. I don't know who's there, but I can never tell if my video is showing when I'm live. I don't even know. Hopefully that's bright enough, but I'm just up here doing some quick dinner prep and doing a little bit of talking about um, the sale that's going on starting in about half hour Eastern Standard Time. I should probably have on a microphone, but I don't have one that's charged. So what am I doing? First of all, hey y'all, happy Sunday. It's me, T, and I am here for another live. Hi, Sarah. I should probably put my glasses on so that I can see who is out there. Be right back. Let me grab my glasses and a cutting board. Let's get some light. Okay. Let's see if that helps. Okay, yep, that's much better. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. What is going on? It's me, T, and I'm here just doing a little bit of meal prep, dinner prep rather, not meal prep, but I'm cooking dinner and preparing for dinner and doing. Hi, your daily Mario. Hi, Winnie. How are you doing? Chime in and let me know where y'all are coming in from. Let me know where you're coming in from. For some reason, my chat is not showing up. Yesterday was Friday. No, yesterday was Saturday here. It's Sunday. It's Sunday the 13th of April. Hopefully my board does not fall. My little knife thing, sometimes it falls off the wall because the magnet is kind of wonky. Yep, it is Sunday the 13th of April, and I'm just doing some quick dinner prep, and I'm gonna do a little bit of talking about a sale that's about to happen Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. at 12 o'clock noon. Anybody who has been interested in getting into digital marketing, the course that I have is going on sale. It is going to be 150 off. Yesterday was Friday for you. Okay, where are you from? Where are you chiming in from? Let me know. Drop down in those comments and let me know. Let's see. Live chat. I don't know why. Okay, there it is. Now I can see my chat. Okay. USA. Thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Once again, if this is your first time here, my name is T, and I do a little bit of everything. I'm a lifestyle vlogger here on YouTube, and so anytime you come to my page, you're gonna see more than just like cooking, shopping, whatever. You're gonna see some business because I think that we all should try to have our own if it's all at all feasible and possible. So today I am fixing some roast and potatoes. I'm gonna try to see how I can get it so that y'all can see my countertop. I don't even know if that's gonna work. Let me see. Let me adjust the camera. Let's see. Still really can't see it all that well, but I'm trying not to knock the camera down. I'm actually using my iPad today. What did I just do? Oh, okay. I'm actually using my iPad instead of my camera or my phone, because I wanted to talk to y'all and I cannot really see the chat that well on my phone because the screen is so small. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out why my live chat, it won't stay up. But anyway, all right, so we're fixing some bottom round roast. These are some herbs that I just cut out of the garden. So I have some thyme, some sage, and some oregano. And I'm gonna put it at the bottom of my crock pot. I'm gonna put some potatoes, onions, carrots, and garlic. And that's gonna be our dinner. I'm gonna probably cook some rice on the side, even though I have potatoes. I'm not a rice person, so I'll eat it, but I don't really have to have it. I prefer a good red potato. My daughter and my husband, they love their rice. So thank you so much, Winnie. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure that, our community over here is like a little family, and I'm sharing things that, benefit us all. So today I'm just sharing that I'm cooking some potatoes, carrots, onions, and some pot roast or bottom round roast. Cut out these little fresh herbs from my garden. I'll probably show y'all my garden live one day. If you look back, you can see like different videos from the garden. I don't want to cut those up, but I'm just up here sharing this. And then I also wanted to get up here and share that if anybody has been hearing all about this digital marketing thing, I wanted to share what I have learned, what I am learning, and the fact that one of the top selling digital marketing courses is going on sale today in a half hour. So I'll be actually including the link in the description. Let's see. So the price will be, right now, the price for that digital marketing. Hey, sis. Hey, Jack. I'm at church, child, and I was on the phone and saw you. I love this video. Listen. I learned from you to go live, and it's all right. So I'm just up here sharing what I'm cooking for dinner today, and I'm also gonna go live later on Instagram probably and TikTok, because I don't want anybody to miss out on this opportunity for this the sale that's happening today. So I have, as you know, Jack, I am have a good church service. Digital marketing is like one of the top earning businesses that are out there right now. And if you're on TikTok, just go over there and just look and type in, "Hey Mel, thanks for coming in. Hey girl." We're just up here talking about digital marketing and dinner. Oh, D&D. So I'm cooking some bottom round roast. And I cut these herbs out of the garden. We have some sage, we have some thyme and oregano. And I'm not going to use a whole lot because I'm going to use Italian seasonings also. But I'm going to do some potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic. I'm going to put that in the crock pot. And I'm also just up here sharing that the digital marketing course that I have, Ultimate Branding Course, is not just a marketing course. It is a course that teaches you about branding any kind of business. So whether you have a business in t-shirts, whether you have a business in branding, like one of my friends up here, well, Mel, she has a book also, but whether you are an author, whether you have whatever type of business, Ultimate Branding Course teaches you how to brand that business. Girl, listen, you know where I am, so if you need a little taste, you can come grab your little plate. But the digital marketing course is Ultimate Branding Course, and it's originally $4.99. Today at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard, it is going to be on sale. This is the first time ever that they have had this course on sale ever, and there's no guarantee if they're going to ever do another sale again. We had a call Friday, and they did say it's the first it's the first sale ever, and and this is the not a guarantee that they're ever going to do another sale. And so it'll be $349. And they're also offering Klarna and Afterpay, so you don't have to pay for it outright, which is a great thing because I mean, I know some people just got $349 sitting around that they can just go ahead and pay it just automatically. But if you don't have that and need the opportunity to pay it in installments, you can with Afterpay and Klarna. So I'm gonna talk about that later though, but I just wanted to talk about how I'm preparing my dinner first. I done wet this garlic too much and the skin does not want to come off. Lord, I should have smashed it first, then the skin would have came off easier. But let's see if I can get this off. Lord, okay. So what y'all cooking for dinner? What are y'all cooking for dinner? Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all are cooking. Or if you're cooking or going out to eat, what you doing for your dinner? What are you doing? Yep, I'm just up here, and I know it's a lot of people probably Sunday service time. I did my church this morning early, so I know the traditional service time for most people is 11 o'clock. But I have this thing where I have to come on like when I'm not feeling nervous. That's my best time to go live. And believe it or not, as many videos as y'all see on this channel, I still get nervous like going live. I honestly, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I feel like you're on a big stage and you can't see people talking to you. So it's like, is anybody there? Is anybody there? Let's see. Ooh, WW kick. Might be some chicken. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. I wish my iPad would allow my comments to stay on the screen, but for some reason they keep disappearing, and I gotta read fast and try not to cut my fingers off while I'm chopping up this garlic and everything. Y'all, look at this cutting board. I got this from DD's. What? It is a really nice bamboo cutting board. This is the base of what I'm cooking today. So we have some white potatoes, we have some red potatoes, and we have onions, and we have garlic. I'm going to use a little bit of red wine. I'm also going to use some, what's that? Beef stock. Lost my train of thought. I need to cut up another red potato though. Or I might just cut this one into some more pieces. We're going to use some beef stock and some seasonings, and make sure it's all seasoned up real good, and just cook it slow on the crock pot. And I'm probably going to cook it for about 7 hours on low. And what time is it? 11. Yeah, that's perfect. I can cook it about 7 hours on low, and it'll be ready for dinner. So the way that I do my roast, I normally take everything and sit it in my crock pot. I sit all of the veggies and stuff in the base of my crock pot. So my crock pot has been cleaned. I know I used to use those crock pot liners, but I just decided that it was just no point for me to use those, because first of all, I'm not gonna keep paying for something unnecessarily. I can just wash the pot and just be fine with it and not have to use the liners. I mean, they're great for time savers, but I'm not trying to deal with all of that. So I just cut my potatoes and try not to have them too chunky, because I want the roast to sit on top of the potatoes and on top of the onions. So I layer the potatoes on the bottom, and then I lay the onions on top of the potatoes. This is one of those meals that is great for meal prepping. This is one of those meals that is really good when you are trying to cut out having to cook every day during the week, because it allows you to have leftovers. So I try to add as many potatoes and onions and carrots in the bottom. That way, when the meat falls and starts to shred up, you can just grab a nice scoop of it and put it in bowls, and it will be a nice meal for several days throughout the week. Crock pot meals are absolutely one of my favorite things to cook, because they last long. They last a good amount of time, and you don't have to stand over your stove to cook. So I'm gonna cut up a few more carrots. I'm not a carrot person. They like carrots, so I don't have to have a whole lot of carrots in here. And I leave them nice sizes. I don't do like the really small, like the snack size carrots. I like to actually use regular size carrots and then cut them up and layer them in the crock pot. And I'll show y'all the crock pot in a second. Once this carrot, I don't like the way this carrot look. It looks kind of, I don't like that one. I'm not even gonna use that one. I just don't like the way it looks. So, nice size carrot pieces. And we're just gonna drop these in. And then I need to make sure that once I put the beef in here that the top is going to close. Now when you're layering in the crock pot, I still season everything. I season everything. So I'm putting all these vegetables in and I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning in here on top of the vegetables, and then I will end up pouring the broth over it, and then the broth will help the seasonings to actually go down in the carrots. I mean, go down in the vegetables. Let me see, I'll do one more. And then I'll add the onions and garlic right on top. And then by the time it starts cooking and when I start to, like, you know, stir it up and all of that, then the garlic and the onions and everything will begin to marinate throughout the meat. And actually, I said I was going to do it different this time. I'm going to put the garlic on top of the meat instead of in here with the onions and stuff. So now we have our onions in here. I can't stand these onion skins like this. This drives me crazy. Drives me absolutely crazy. So we're just doing dinner for anybody who just joined in. I am Tanya, and we're up here cooking, getting ready for Sunday dinner, just doing some dinner prep. And then I'm going to go over to my laptop, and anybody who is still here, I'm going to share with you about digital marketing, give y'all some information on digital marketing. Because, listen, face it, working from your device, if you can work from your phone and make money, why not? I mean, listen, if you ain't got to go, if you like to sit in the office, great. Me, not so much. I have to right now, but I know that soon I won't have to. So I'm up here, just all I'm doing right now is layering my onions on top of the carrots, potatoes, and onions. And I'll show you guys that in a second. All right, so in here we have potatoes, carrots, and onions. And now I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning in. We're going in with some herbs de Provence. Nothing but Italian seasoning. Just a fancy word for Italian seasoning, a fancy term for Italian seasoning. We're going to put that in the bottom. And we're going to season the meat also. But we want to make sure that we have seasoning on the vegetables so that when I pour the broth on, it will marinate the vegetables. Then we're going in with some cracked black pepper. I usually do peppercorns, but since I don't have any loose and I don't feel like taking the top off of here and going through all of that, because sometimes it gets stuck, we're just going to put some cracked black pepper in here. And yes, you need that much. Then we're going to go in with some pink Himalayan salt. And I like pink Himalayan salt, and I also like sea salt. Sometimes I kosher. This is garlic powder. I like our food to be seasoned. I don't like no bland food. And then we have onion powder. The label is peeling off, but that's onion powder. Just cooking Sunday dinner. Just wanted to come up here and chat with y'all to give y'all. And then this is tomato paste. So I'm gonna go in with, and I freeze it because, you know, when you're cooking stuff, it's rare that you need a full thing, a full can of tomato paste. So I just normally freeze it and take it out as I need it. I don't have, that's too much on that end. So I put a dollop on that end and a dollop on that end. Then I just wipe my spoon off onto the vegetables that are in the pot. Because once I pour the beef broth in here, it's going to mix all of that up anyway. All right. Now we're going to make our beef broth. I buy the base. I buy this kind of base because to me it's more cost effective for me to buy a powder base instead of buying those bottles, the jars, or the containers of the beef broth. So I'm just gonna put some hot water in here, and then after I put hot water, I will add the beef broth, and then I'm just gonna pour it into the pot. We need some red wine. We don't have any open, so we're gonna have to open some red wine. All right, when I'm cooking red meat, pot roast and stuff, I like to try to go for a dry red wine. This one is a Grenache, a Syrah, and a Mourvedre. This is a really good wine. I'm probably going to do a review on this one later because I haven't done a review lately. Yes, and I'm going to show you again. This one is really good. They have a chicken one also, but this is really good. So go ahead and get a screenshot. I normally get this at either Kroger or Harris Teeter. I haven't seen it at Food Lion, but they might carry it. I just know I find it at Harris Teeter and Kroger. And you can go with any any red wine, but it needs to be kind of bold. You don't want a sweet red wine when you're cooking your beef. And while we're on the broth, this is the one that I use for my beef, and this is my favorite chicken. This is the favorite one that I use for chicken. And you can actually, like, if you're sick or not feeling well, you can actually just take these broths and make put it with some water, put a little bit of extra seasoning, nothing with salt, because they have enough salt in them. You can put them in a pot with some water and some herbs, and that's like a quick soup. And if you wanted to add like some egg noodles or something, you got a quick noodle soup just using those broths. All right, so we're gonna add the water to our cup here. We're gonna go in with about 2 cups of hot water. That's about 2 cups of hot water, and then we are going to scoop in a couple of tablespoons of the beef broth based. And like I said, it does have a saltiness to it, so you don't really. That's why I didn't put that much salt on top of my seasonings, because this broth has a nice saltiness to it. And I do taste it just to make sure it's not too salty. If it's too salty, I add more water to it. Oh no, that's perfect. And then after that, you just pour it over top of the vegetables. And then you have your broth in there. Then the wine is going to go over top of the meat. So let's go ahead and open that up. You could use like a Merlot. You could use, ooh, that smells amazing. You could use a Merlot. You could use a Syrah. You could use a Malbec, anything that's a dry red wine. They are perfect for beef stews, like when you're doing beef in the oven, if you're gonna slow cook it in the oven, if you're cooking it in a crock pot, even if you're gonna lightly braise it on top of the stove, a good dry red wine is really good for seasoning that for going into the meat. So we have in here, for those of you who are joining, what's up? My name is T. Thanks for coming in here today. We are just preparing Sunday dinner. I'm doing a nice, this is about 2 3/4 pounds of bottom round roast. And I have in here potatoes, carrots, onions, and some tomato paste, some seasonings. I'm going to put garlic on top of the meat. And I'm also, if I have any crushed garlic in the jar, I'm going to add some of that to here. I do. Oh, one other thing while we're talking about bases, because we just talked about this as a beef base, this better than bouillon. I'm not putting it in the crock pot, but this is another good alternative to using a liquid broth. You can put this in and just add water to it, and it really works. It's really good. This is the chicken. I think this is the chicken one. Yeah, this is the roasted chicken. They have a turkey, they have a beef, they have a vegetable. So better than bouillon is really good. And since we have some minced garlic in the jar, I hate that these tops get stuck. We're gonna add some of this. It ain't hardly nothing in here. Let's rinse one of these spoons off. Use the one that I used, that I pulled the tomato paste out with. We're just gonna add some of this minced garlic in here. Oops, chunks. And then once it starts to cook, all of this is just gonna marinate and be so good. It's gonna flavor the meat up even more. Want to get all that garlic off the spoon. No garlic chunks left behind. All right, so we have garlic in here now. And now it's time to season our meat. And I am going to use it on the cutting board. I'm going to move this pot out of the way. And this is our piece of meat. I've already rinsed it. I'm going to score it some, just because I'm going to add some of these garlic pieces inside the meat. So I'm going to score it just a little bit. I know a lot of people frown upon this, but this is how I like to do it. You cook the way it's best for you and your kitchen and your family and y'all's stomach. You don't have to do everything the way that people tell you. I am not a chef. I just like to cook, and I like to feed my family good food. So however you choose to cook is how you choose to cook. So just remember that. People will judge people on the way they cook. People will judge people on the food they eat. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you and your people. Don't pay folks no mind. And I have to keep reminding myself sometimes that, you know, me going live, sometimes I get nervous. But then I was like, you know what? But what people say about me, that ain't my business, because I know it's not my truth. So when you cooking your stuff, if people judging it, don't worry about it. That's their business, not yours. That's their business to think what they think, not your business to understand it, because it ain't your truth. All right, so in here, we have added chunks of garlic all through the top. Now I'm going to flip it. And we have a small, very small piece of fat on the bottom. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you. This piece of meat is a very good piece. It has hardly any fat. That's all the fat that's on here. And I'm not going to trim it off, because I want the oils from the fat to drip into the pan. So I'm going to take the rest of this garlic and stuff it into the cavities that I just created. If I can get it in there. I didn't cut deep enough. And we have some on the side. We have enough left that I can score just a small piece and put some in the sides. And when it cooks, all it does, it just falls out and just gets into the pan. So all this that's left, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that in the pot. Nothing wrong with having some fresh garlic in the pot with the minced garlic that I got out of the drawer. I mean, out of the jar. So that's that. Get my cloth. Now, let me rinse my hands, and we're gonna go ahead and season this baby up. And then we're gonna cook it on low for like 7 hours. All right, so we're gonna go in with some onion powder. And I like to season my, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shoot, I forgot something. I like to put olive oil on top of my meat before I season it. And I only like to use it just because, now you can use olive oil, you can use grapeseed oil. You can, grapeseed oil does have a high cooking content. Like, it is really good for frying. But you can use avocado oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use olive oil. I tend not to use the vegetable oil on it. That's up to you. I just like using more natural oils, and I know that olive oil is kind of processed, so just try to use, that's just me though. Like I said, you do what you want to do for your kitchen and for y'all's stomach, and I do this because this is what I do. So again, hey y'all, I hope y'all are having a good Sunday so far. Do y'all have to go to work this week? I do. I'm not seeing any comments. I don't know if anybody is talking because I can't see some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. All messages are visible. I did live chat, so let's see. I don't know. It won't, the chat won't stay live. I don't know what's going on. It keeps minimizing. But anyway, we're just adding some onion powder to the top. Then we're going to flip it. And it does get messy. Oh, y'all here. Okay, thank you. So your message popped up. So I'm gonna season each side, one side at a time. So we're gonna layer our seasonings. We got our onion powder. Then we're going with our garlic powder. I know I just put all that fresh garlic, but you still need the garlic powder. We're gonna go in with the, you know what? We're not gonna use any of the pink salt. I'm gonna use a little bit of my herb. I have this really good garlic and herb seasoning that has no salt. There's a store near us called the Chef Store. I get this from there. It is really good. And now one thing I will tell you, it does have, I think it's fennel in here, because I was like, ooh, it was really strong. Let's see. It was fennel and dried orange peel. That's what it was. So if you happen to get this, it does not require a lot. Unless you like those really strong, bold flavors, you don't have to use a lot. So instead of going in, and I know this looks like a lot, but this is a piece of meat that you really need to have seasoned. So like I had fixed a baked potato, and I like to season mine up. So I had put it in the butter and put it on the potato, and I was like, oh my god, this is too much. It just is overpowering. So on the meat, it's fine. And you can smell all those herbs. And if you look at it, you can see, I'm gonna try to do this without making a mess. I might as well rub those into the bottom. But I'm gonna try to bring it closer so that you can see all of the fresh herbs. You can see the herbs that are in the seasoning, which is great because that means that they didn't grind them up too much to where they're gonna lose all of their all of the power, all of the flavor of the herbs. So we have that on here. Now we are going to flip it and rinse my hands, because I do not like touching my seasoning jars when I have stuff on my hands. I'm one of those. I know, it's crazy. 3 minutes until my sale goes live. I'm so excited. 3 minutes. So I'm gonna have to, once I get off here, I'm actually gonna go on and go on live, probably on Instagram, I think. I haven't been live on Instagram in a long time, but I want to make sure that I'm not leaving out any audience. I don't want to leave any family behind, because I'm telling you, this sale, once in a lifetime. It is the ultimate branding course. And if you have any kind of business, if you selling shoes, jewelry, purses, if you selling cooking oil, that course teaches you how to brand your business. And not only does it teach you how to brand your business, it also teaches you how to create flyers and business cards and anything that deals with the business. That ultimate branding course teaches you how to effectively brand yourself. Because listen, if we don't brand ourselves, ain't nobody trying to really gonna support us. We have to learn how to properly brand in order for us to begin to get sales. I remember when I was a Mary Kay consultant, for the probably for the first year maybe, I just had this mindset that, people know I sell it, so I'll tell them I sell it, and then that's going to be that. But I wasn't really doing well because I was not promoting myself, and I wasn't following the steps that they were telling me to follow. There are steps that you need to follow to perfect your presentation, as well as so that people can actually begin to find you and begin to purchase from you. So I think I'm going to switch to the herbs Provence on this side. And there's enough seasoning left on this cutting board for me to season the back side, because I don't, like I said, I don't want that overpowering herb flavor from that dried orange and fennel. I don't want it to be too overpowering when I cook the meat. So all the sides are now seasoned. I am now going to put it in my crock pot. And I'm going to move this out of the way so that y'all can see. I'm going to just take the herbs and lay them around. I'm going to lay some on top of the meat, and I'm going to lay some just around the meat. Just, well, that way we can get some of the, oh, I was going to say, I thought I had some more sage and some more oregano. So we're just going to lay stuff all around. That way it can season the meat. And I don't typically do bay leaf when I'm doing roast. I try not to do that because it can take over the flavor of everything else. All right, let me wash my hands and move this cutting board out of the way. I'll probably fix broccoli to go with dinner because they love broccoli. And I might just do cabbage for myself because I get tired of broccoli. They can eat broccoli all the time. Now, I get tired of broccoli. So I'll probably fix myself either some cabbage or some kale. And my daughter will eat kale. She'll eat the kale. My husband is not all that big on leafy greens. He'll eat like spinach and stuff like that. But kale and collards, he ain't going to do it. He is not going to do it, honey. All right, so let me move these things out of the way. And I typically like to clean while I cook. But since I have y'all here, I don't want to like take up a whole lot of time doing that. So we're just going to put stuff up. Put that there. And like I said, this is the tomato paste. And this is just going to go right back in the freezer. So anybody who has just joined, I'm Tanya, as you know, and I'm over here just getting dinner ready. All right. In our crock pot, we have bottom round roast. We have our fresh herbs. Look at that. Oh, listen now, you getting in this pot. We have our fresh herbs, and then we're just gonna pour a little bit of wine over the meat. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit. That's just a little. And for people who are afraid to cook with wine, it cooks off. So you don't have to worry about your food tasting like alcohol. It just adds flavor. And it helps the, oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. It's 12 o'clock somewhere, right? It's 12 o'clock in the U.S. So happy UBC sale day. Happy Ultimate Branding Course sale day. Yes, I am excited because this is an opportunity for you to make some moolah, some scratch, some dough, some cheese, some cheddar. Let's put this up. All right, it's in the crock pot. The lid is now on, and it's on nice. It fits nicely. So there's no gap, which is good. And we're just going to cook that on low. And we're going to do it for I put it for 7.5 hours. So that's what I have done for dinner. And the sale for UBC is officially live. They just saw the look, I don't know if y'all will be able to see it or not, but they just announced it. Look at that. The sale is officially live. So exciting. She is one of the creators of UBC, and just exciting, right? All right, so now that I'm putting everything away, for those of you who want to hang around, I'm just going to do it real quick. I ain't going to hold you long. You know how to pass the sale on Sunday. I promise I won't be before you long, but I'm going to bring to you what the Spirit leads me to bring. So after this, I'm going to put these carrots away. These potatoes can go back into the potato container. I'm going to go over to my laptop, and I'm going to show y'all, for those of you who hang out with me for another maybe 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you what Ultimate Branding Course actually is. Because, I mean, it's not for everybody, and I know that. And that is fine. But it would be unfair of me and selfish of me to not show you the value of inside the course. Now, y'all, I got a lot of stuff to clean up. Not really. And I'm going to leave this wine open because I like my wines to breathe. And breathe simply means opening it up so that the aromas can and the flavors can all start to meld together and just dance and become harmonious. I used to do a lot of, let me take y'all with me. I used to do a lot of wine reviews here on my channel, and it was brought to my attention that I have not been doing them. And I know I hadn't. So we're going to get back to doing our wine reviews. What is on my shoulder? Oh, that's a shadow. So I'll be getting back to doing wine reviews as well. I have not edited a video. Need to get that done. Y'all, I am so behind. Like, work has been working me. And so I need to get some videos edited. I got a lot to do. I did get it out in the garden earlier today, and I planted some thyme, some radishes. I did watermelon radish, Easter egg radish, and then just regular red radish. I also planted some basil. What else did I plant today? I planted something else. I did basil, thyme, Easter egg radishes, watermelon radishes. Oh, and I had a volunteer bucket. And so what a volunteer bucket is simply this. I had a bunch of seeds that fell, and I just put, why does that basil look like it's leaning over? It's transplant. It's just transplant shock. It'll come back. I have to calm myself down sometimes because I get a little nervous that when my plants look like they falling over. I would take y'all out there. However, I don't want my signals to go out, and I don't want to lose connection with y'all. So I'm going to figure out a better time to go out there because it is on the side of the house where most of the stuff is. So that's what I was doing. And for those of you who are new here and have never been on a live, welcome, welcome, welcome. What they say in church, we welcome you once, we welcome you twice, we welcome you in the name of Jesus Christ. That's the old-fashioned welcome from when I was young. All right, so I'm unlocking my laptop. Then I'll flip the camera around and show you guys what all is it. Are you serious? When did my PC? My PC must have did an update last night because it just told me I needed to finish setting it up. I'm not doing it because I didn't ask you to do all of that. Let's see. Celebrate 50 years of Microsoft. Okay. All right, let's go into the school community because that's where everything is. And I'm going to flip the camera around. Now, look, y'all don't leave. Do not leave. I want y'all to see this because I want y'all to see how much information you get on branding your business for $3.49. And don't forget, you can do it in installments if you choose to. All right, so here we are. We are here inside the Ultimate Branding community, the Ultimate Branding course community. Look, she just posted our biggest ever sale is officially live. This is not a drill. UBC. Okay, UBC drop US 150 off the course, and it starts right now. The sale time frame is from today noon until tomorrow 11:59 p.m. This is it. That is the window. That is the only time. If your audience has been lurking, this is their sign. So if you've been interested in doing look at the people. Let's see. Somebody has to fix the sale because see, everything is live. So someone reminded the people, amend it so that our people can get the payment plan. And again, they reminding, get it together so that when people purchase, they will be getting the payment arrangements option. All right, so inside this community, this is our announcements page. So you have announcements here. UBC is the number one highest. You can master the number one highest paying skill that will unlock your dream life. What is the highest paying skill? Branding. branding your business. And I don't know if my girl Mel is still here, but she is into purses. So this is something that will help brand your business. All right. Let's see. She was telling us how to promote the sale. This is great because they help you understand how to use the product. Now let's go inside the classroom. Well, you know what? Let me show you guys. Okay, here are the languages that it's available in. You have English, Spanish, Dutch, French, Portuguese, and I think they had like German and something else if I'm not mistaken. But these are the different languages. Now, if we go here, we have an announcement section, and there was a part for wins. I don't know where that went, but let's go into the classroom. All right, so just think of it like this. If you were going to college and you paid for a class, this is a college course. This is a college marketing and branding course. Once you pay for the course, that's it. You pay nothing else. You pay for the course and then you're in it for life. Every time a new subject is added to that course, you have full access to that course. So they have a portion here that teaches you about where to start. Then this is a whole section on how to think, because when you get in business, you have to have the right mindset. I don't care if you're selling shoelaces. I don't care if you decide that you're going to sell toothbrushes. You have to have the right mindset when you are in any type of business. This part teaches you the core fundamentals that, how to scale and start your digital marketing business. And after looking at some of it, it actually is going to help me to scale my wine business, because y'all know I'm still going to get my own wine. I'm still going to get my own cigar. So this is teaching you how to do those steps. If you go down, this teaches you high quality branding. That's what the HQ is for. High quality branding. And let me show you. When you click in it, I know if you're like me, you're not that big on a bunch of printing out stuff, flipping pages, having to read step by step. I love UBC because look at this. They're giving you video tutoring. Or tutelage rather, not tutoring. So you're getting videos to walk you through each step. So when you go, some of it may have some training, like they may have links down here of additional information, but for the most part, you're going to get videos that will walk you through each step. And it's absolutely amazing. So this is the high quality branding. So now let's go back. And this is what I was telling you. You got to create your identity. You got to learn how to brand yourself, because whoever the creators of Aveeno are, listen, if they didn't know how to properly sell this product, it would have never made it to the shelves in any store. So I like the packaging, and I got this from Marshall's, but I like the packaging. I like the size of the container. It's presented nicely. I like it. So they know how to brand their product. Now let's go back and let me share some other things with you. All right, so this is an affiliate program. So not only do you get the opportunity of purchasing this course and being in it for life and learning as much as you want for life, you also have the opportunity, if you so choose, to resell it. And you will sell it at 85% commission. It is not, and I repeat, it is not MMR. This is not one of those. This is an affiliate-based business. And so you can actually resell it for 80%, 85% commission. Each person gets their own individual customized link. So my link does not work for this person. My link does not work for that person. My link works specifically for me, and it goes directly to my stand store. And I'll show y'all that too if you have any questions. All right, over here we have a digital product crash course. This is how teaching you how to launch a business and make your first 5 sales. This is a new course that was dropped in here. I have not listened to any of it. This is Richard Yu. He is a 7-figure earner. So all of his trainings that I have been on are pretty good. So he has listed these of all of these different topics that he is teaching. And the great thing about it, if you happen to miss one of the trainings, because we do have live trainings, there's a whole section here called replay. I'm gonna see if I can scroll down. I know I'm going pretty fast with the scrolling, but I wanted to get down to show you that there is, and I might have passed it. If I passed it, I'll go back. let's see, there it is, live call recordings. So any of our trainings, they are dumped here. So if you miss any trainings, you will be able to still click on this link here, and you will still be able to get access to every single training that you missed. There's the Zoom link, and you can just play it. All right, so that helps you to not ever miss out on any of the trainings that are provided. All right, these are showing you the different two different languages you have here. Beacons is just another platform that you can sell your product on. Go High Level is another platform to sell on. I use StanStore, and System IO is another one. And these are just all of the trainings that are in different languages, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And a lot of people are now getting into faceless marketing. Y'all please excuse me for scrolling so fast. I want to get back to page 1. A lot of people are afraid to go live. A lot of people don't want to put their face on camera. I'm kind of like hybrid. I go live sometimes face forward, and sometimes my posts are not of my face at all. They are just stock images, or they may be stock videos. They may be things like that, because it may be one of those days when I'm not feeling quite like myself, or I maybe just don't have time to record. So I'll use a video that's already created for me and layer it with my hooks, with my captions, to grab the attention and to get my point across. All right, now let's go down so I can show you faceless marketing, because that is a really big thing right now. Faceless marketing evergreen, that's another big thing, but we'll go through that in a second. All right, let's click on faceless marketing. And there's Dre. She is teaching us how to get into faceless marketing. They have to take this part off, I believe, because oh no, this is actually telling you if you have a product that is master resale rights. Now the actual ultimate branding course is not. However, you may create a training. You may create a document. You may create some stock images that you are going to have those available, so that you can sell them to someone, and then that person can turn around and sell it and get 100%. She's teaching you about that here. So down here, these are all things that Dre is teaching about on how to create your faceless marketing account. These are the different types of faceless accounts that you can get. Theme pages, hybrid faceless, that's me. I'm hybrid faceless, focus faceless. And that is if you are using particular, let me see, let me go down here. All right, yeah, so that's dedicated faceless or business page. Strictly faceless content. All right, these are some ideas of theme pages. Millionaire Mentor, you can go there to their pages and see these pages to see what they're about. Theme pages are typically memes, quotes, manifestation, meditation, guided meditation pages. I've seen some theme pages that are strictly about fitness, strictly about yoga, strictly about weightlifting. All of those, if you hit on a particular point, I could do one strictly on gardening. That is a theme page. All right, so then this is teaching you how to do carousels. Carousels are simply those when you look at a person's page and it might like be a screen here, and then you have to scroll. Those are carousels. This teaches you how to edit your reels. This teaches you, she's teaching you here how to edit a reel in 7 minutes. Then this right here, tips for captions. You want to have a caption on your videos, because when you go to it, you want people to be able to see your video or see your meme or GIF or whatever it is, but then below it, especially on IG, and here on YouTube also, you want to have like some sort of description. As a matter of fact, I can show you an example of that from my page. Let's see, my videos. This is my page, so I'm going to show you guys. All right, one of my shorts. This is from yesterday. Okay, so this is the video, right? And this is my description. This is my caption. I broke down what this video was about. This is considered a caption. So you want to give your audience information about what your video is talking about. And that was just me promoting the upcoming sale for UBC. Now let's get back into the community. This here, she's teaching about inspo accounts. All right. Let's get back and let me share with you another thing that's in here. Am I going backwards? Okay, back to the classroom, and let's look at another course that's in here. All right, so we have faceless marketing, content vault. This is all done for you stuff here. So this right here is a sneak peek already done for you. They have one specifically for men already done for you. Affiliate story template already done for you. So there's so much in here that they create for us that you do not have to actually redo it on your own. There's a section teaching you how to launch your business. There's a section telling you, and y'all know, I know everybody up here gets a million emails. A million emails. This teaches you how to effectively and efficiently get into email marketing. Have I looked at it? Nope. But how do I know? Because I listened to the training on this whole module. There was an actual training course that we had a Zoom call talking about it. So that's how I learned about it. And I still am going to go back through it and take notes on all these things right here, because I'm pretty sure there's some steps in here that I may not have gotten notes on. All right, there's a section here teaching you how to get into creating AI images and how to do different things with AI so that you can make that a business. Then we have content creation, which is basically what I am. I create content, whether it is on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform. This is teaching you how to create content. This is also showing you how to use Canva to help with your content creation. And I'll be doing a crash course in Canva soon, so y'all stay tuned. This section here, strictly about Instagram, how to promote on Instagram. This is teaching you how to do reels. Then this right here teaches you how to create value in your videos so that you can have that staying power, so that people will not just come and then disappear. Then we have, this is a section that I've started because y'all know I'm a YouTuber and I love to do my vlogging. So that's what this is about. This is teaching you how to do your stuff on TT. And this is specifically telling you strategies on how to sell on TikTok Live, strictly for TikTok Live. Another whole section about editing. One of the most important things that business owners don't do is learn about taxes. This is an entire section to teach you about how to do your taxes or get your taxes done. Not you, but teaching you how to, if you can, yeah, but using an accountant. And these are all the steps on bookkeeping. Let's see, business expansion. I have not done anything in that, so I honestly can't tell you. This is creating memberships. One of my favorite YouTubers has a membership, and so this is about that. This is how you do digital product creation. If you are interested in getting into beauty business, there's a section in here about how to get into beauty business. Look at this. So there's something in here for everyone. And again, there was another section in here that had a lot of done for you PLR, which is like, let me see if I can do a search for it. Let's see. Let me type in bundle and see if anything comes up. Let's see. That's different language. Let's look for PLR because there's a section in here. All right. It might be in this section here. All right, she's telling the difference between master resale rights and private label rights. But there is a section and I cannot find it. I hate that. But there is a section in this community with done for you bundles. Let's see. Let's go back here and then let's go back to the classroom. Let's start over. Let's see if we can find it. Whoops. All right. This isn't what I wanted. I don't think that this is what I wanted. This is a sneak peek. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's see. Vault content, story slides. All right, this is about sneak peeks. Scripts for your, when you tell people to hit you up in your DM, you got a whole section here for scripts. Let's see. Oh, I need to look at this. This tells you what you need to be doing in order to get engagement for your sales. I need to really be looking at that. But I'm trying to find, there is a bunch of bundles in here. I'm gonna have to come back and show you guys the done for you bundles. But there are some in here that are like ebook bundles. Then you have like the templates for planners, the templates for you to make journals and different things like that. But this ultimate branding course, like I said, it is actually live. The sale is going on right now. They are working on the page right now because they have revamped it. This is a whole section about people's wins. Now, I have not won big, but I am headed there. So I have won some, I won't say won. I have made some sales, but not the course. I have sold some journals because I created a journal from a PLR product. However, this young lady here is sharing that she made her first sale and her account was just less than a week old. So she made her very first sale, 187. How exciting is that? And her sale came from Instagram. So this was her posting on Instagram and promoting her business, and she made a sale. And here's another one. This is euros, but they made talking about their sales. And we share all kinds of wins, not just the financial ones. This one, this lady, she had opened up a third account. She got 11,000 views on on one reel. It made 11,000 hits. So we're sharing. Oh, this is so nice. First six-figure entrepreneur in girl. Oh wow. Okay, let's read this together. So she is the first six-figure entrepreneur girl in her family. That is so exciting for her. So I don't want to read it to you guys because you can read it yourself. But I just wanted to share. And look at this. She said she made her first sale and she only had 55 followers. So the follower count doesn't matter. But what does matter is the consistency. And I love that she has written what her, how she ended up getting her sale and how it feels. Because when you see other people winning, it just gives you that extra um, excitement so that, if someone else can do it, then you know what? Let me keep pushing because I can too. This lady made 10 sales in 12 hours. This was in January. But look at this. She shared a screenshot and these are all the sales that she made. She's selling journals. She made 10 sales of her journal and within, what was it, 12 hours? 10 sales in 12 hours. So we're sharing all of our wins. This lady, this was last year, I think. So I wanted to show you more current ones, but at any rate, she made $1,800 and broke $20,000 in sales total in on her stand store. And I love it because people share screenshots to let you know, hey, I really made this money. This is not me pretending. This is not me just saying it so that I can be a part of the group. This is me sharing my testimonial with you guys. Let me see if there is a way to, I don't know if I can make this a little more up to date. But I just love the fact that, and that was 17 hours ago when she posted that. I didn't even realize that. So again, this community is all about sharing. We do have admins because if you ever have an issue, you definitely need admins. So here we have 8 admins. There's 52,000 in the community. Currently, right now, 353 are online. That probably means that people are studying. People are learning what to do. People are figuring out how to promote this, not only this community, but promote this course. And like I said, a lot of people do purchase the course just so that they can learn about branding. They don't purchase it to resell it. I happen to purchase it because I wanted to learn about branding. I also wanted to learn about digital marketing, but I also wanted to sell the course. We also have a calendar here and it tells you everything that's going on. It tells you the languages that they're having, and then tomorrow's the 15th, so we have a Q&A call. And as you can tell, we typically try to have Q&A calls on Wednesdays because when you're taking courses, you have the opportunity to ask your teachers questions, and so that's exactly what this is. They're giving us the opportunity to ask questions. Let's see. Let's go into this digital product crash course. All right, so this is creating high converting stories. This is just telling us how to actually work our digital base successfully. And I really have to find that I think that's the one I already showed y'all. Yeah, that's affiliate launch. I really wanted to find that link that had like so that you could see how many different types of PLR bundles and things. But here we are with Evergreen. Y'all know Evergreen. This is me being slow. I didn't know what Evergreen was for the longest time until I really started paying attention. And because I was just posting videos on YouTube, and until I found out that when you're posting content, you want it to be something that is relevant at all times. Like Christmas, that content in December that I post when I do my Vlogmas, that's not really relative all year round. So you want to make sure that when you're posting things, this is part of branding. You want to post stuff that's going to attract people to your page at all times. So that's why I do lifestyle, because I am doing something that everybody's going to do at all times. You're going to see shopping. People are going to go shopping. People are going to cook. People are going to want to learn gardening. People are going to want to learn about business, which is why I'm sharing about the Ultimate Branding course. And at the end of this live, I will actually go ahead and put my link in there so that you can go. And if you want to do a sneak peek, I'll put the sneak peek up there. But just remember, you only have until 11:59 tomorrow night to get this course for $349. Then it goes back to $499. All right, so DM automation, Instagram, value view. I don't know where in the world that bundle is. That is driving me up a wall, as y'all can tell. Let's click on business expansion because this is a new one that I hadn't seen. Let's see. This is Dre, and she's just talking about how to get going in your business. And if you're listen, burnout is real. And sometimes we have to pivot. So she's teaching about that. I have not watched the videos, but when you look at the title, it tells you what each one of the lessons in that course is going to be about. Now let's see here. Mastering memberships, we talked about that. Digital product creation, oh, we've been in here already. How to get your product links. Let's see, determining your price. That's something that's very important, because when you are selling any type of product, it's sometimes determining your price is difficult. Like my daughter is a fashion designer, so she's having to do research right now trying to figure out how to price her things, such as prom gowns. It's prom season, so she's trying to figure out how to price how much to sell prom gowns for. When it is wedding season, which is, people get married all year round, but summertime is heavy wedding season. So coming up with those prices. So this is good for her because she can look in here and figure out, get a little tutoring on how to properly price what it is you're selling. Brand deals. This is a section for when you're trying to pitch yourself to a brand. Just say that you went and you bought some, you like me, I love ELF products. And if I wanted to get a brand deal, I would pitch myself to them. This section teaches you how to pitch yourself to these brands to see if you can become an affiliate for their company. And here's all this information down here. This is kind of what I'm looking for with the PLR. There's some links to show you different links for PLR. And that is, y'all, it's driving me nuts that I want to share this with y'all. And I cannot figure out, because they did change some things around and made it look really good. But that means I need to sit here and go back through everything. And we went into content creation already. Let's see what's faceless marketing. See what's in here. Editing reels, which we did. We looked at all of this. Mindset tips, originality and branding. Nope, it's not in here. But these are all things that are really good to know when you are going faceless, because with faceless, you really have to be on target when it comes to promoting, because no one can see your face. And sometimes people don't trust it if they don't see a face. So I want to once again just show y'all. This is I think I went through this already, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Organizing captions, content that doesn't work, followers versus likes, first few posts, no result. Yeah, because we looked at the no results checklist, scripts, how to share with friends. This is something I really need to look at, because sometimes, we will get into business and we won't share it with our friends and family because you don't want to hear what they have to say. We're wondering if they're going to be judgmental. We're wondering what they're going to, if they're going to even support, which I want to tell y'all now. Do not expect friends and family to automatically support, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of them won't. A lot of them will not. And it's okay, because it's not for them. The right people who will be for, those are the people who will support your business. So I just wanted to share with you guys what ultimate branding course is about. Let you know that the sale has started. It is running from 12. It started at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard. It is now 12:34 Eastern Standard Time, and it will run until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, this is what the course looks like, and if I can figure out where those bundles are, I'm gonna come back up here and show y'all. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here, and I am going to head over to probably over to TikTok. No, I'm not gonna go over on TikTok, because on TikTok I promote my other course. I have two courses, so I'm gonna promote my other course on TikTok. I'm gonna promote this course though on Instagram, and I might go over on Facebook and promote it. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that I like promoting stuff here on YouTube, because y'all are my first loves. And I appreciate y'all. And I love y'all. I have been up here for a long time today. I said I was going to do 40 minutes. We well over 40 minutes. So once again, I'm gonna drop the links down in the comment in my description box. In the description box, you'll see two links. One link will be for the sneak peek, which is basically what I just gave y'all, and the other link is going to be the link for if you're interested in getting the course, so that you can learn about branding your business and learning how to get into digital marketing. I'm telling you, digital marketing is, I actually had some stats. Let me see if I can find them, because I did a let me see. How is he graduating? What? Wow. So my friend's son is graduating. I cannot believe it. But I had written some stats to tell you guys about digital marketing, and how it is like becoming one of the number one businesses to get into, because people can do it from their phones. They can do it from anywhere in the world. Like, you can be on vacation still making money. People can be in the store grocery shopping still making money, because the sales come through right on your phone. Everything that you do is on your phone or on your iPad or on your tablet. It is all digital, so you don't actually have to be there. Another thing, one more thing: digital marketing, e-commerce. There's a section in here that talks about e-commerce. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to y'all the next time. Love you. Bye.